Hey, welcome to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy. Today I'm going to show you It's a Wonderful World, which is a card drafting game, kind of like Seven Wonders. On our channel, we do a buy it, play it, hate it rating. Green means go buy this game and add it to your collection. White means maybe you wouldn't buy it, but you definitely play it. And then red means don't buy it and don't play it because you hate it. So today I'm going to give you an explanation of the game and then talk specifically about the solo play and then give you my rating on whether or not I think that you should buy it, play it, or hate it. So, if you're playing the solo version of the game, you take one of these starting cards. So let's say that I'm the Aztec Empire, and you can pick the A or B side, and they tell you to pick the A side to start out with. And then you're going to do this thing where you make 8 stacks of 5 cards. And then basically the way that that works is on a round, you'll take these 5 cards, do everything that you're going to do, then take these 5 cards and do everything that you're going to do, and then you produce resources on that turn. So you do this 4 times. And so the way that that works is on a turn, you take those 5 cards and you get to decide what you want to do with them. Are you going to try to build this card, or are you going to get rid of it for its recycling costs? Those are the 2 choices that you can make. Now, in the solo version, you also can discard 2 cards to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got that right. And then you pick one of those to keep and you get rid of the others. Once you have done that with all 5 cards, you do that with the next set of 5 cards, picking what you're going to recycle, what you're going to attempt to build. And then once you've done all of that, then you run the production. And so what's unique about It's a Wonderful World is that there are 5 different types of resources that you could produce, and you do them in order. So you look at your cards that you have already built, you produce those resources in order, get those things, complete cards, and then they go down onto your board. And that's how all of the production works. You will repeat that until all the stacks of cards are gone, and then the game ends and you score points. And so you will very simply look at all of the points that you have written down on the bottom of your cards. And a lot of times there are multipliers. So it might be like 2 points for every blue card you get, or 3 points for every green card, stuff like that. And then you add up all your points for that. There are also these 2 different types of tokens. I believe one is money and one is like maybe military strength. I can't remember. But regardless, you get points for these at the end of the game, 1 point for each. And there could be multipliers for these, like however many of those that you have. Now, these resources can also be required in the game. So you could have to pay some of these up to build a card. There's only one other kind of resource in the game, and that is this wild that you can get. And you get this by collecting 5 of one kind of resource on your little empire. Once you get 5, then you're going to turn this in and get one of these. This can be used as a wild, which is wildly inefficient, but you could use it that way. Or there are some cards that require this red resource to finish them. And that is the whole game. Why do I like it? It's so easy to teach. This game is not complicated. You can literally teach the whole game by pointing out one card and saying, this is what it costs to build it. This is what you're going to get when you build it. This is the kind of resource it's going to produce. This is how many points it's worth. This is what it gets when you recycle it. And this is the type of card that is used for multipliers. And that's it. And so they start passing cards around the table. It's very, very easy to understand. And the solo version is so fun and so smooth to play that I could, like I have right now, I've got Empire Strikes Back playing on the TV. I could turn up the volume and draft cards and play all while I'm watching this game and really enjoy it. It plays very fast, especially once you know the rules, that in the solo version, I might play 2 or 3 rounds of this in one sitting and just see how good I could do. That's the solo rules. Now, there is a solo scenario version on the very back that tells you which specific cards to start the game out with, and then you see how you do. The main solo version is a beat your own score type. So, you know, I know a lot of times in solo games we love to play against an AI. This doesn't have that. It is just simply saying how good do you do. If you get 60 points, you're a rookie. If you're a living god, you get 100 plus points. But I don't know. I mean, sure, I wish that I was playing against an AI that was scoring points, but I don't really mind it that much. because of the style of game that this is. It almost gives me a solitaire kind of feeling where man, I did great that game and everything clicked and all of the combos worked for me and I scored a ton of points. And on the next game, it fell apart and I really didn't do that good. And so then you start to learn tricks on how you can get better and which cards you will probably get to be able to produce and all of that kind of stuff. But it is a lot of fun to see if you can do better and better. This game gets a green rating from me. This is a buy it game. I think you ought to pick this game up, add it to your collection, especially if you like all the things that I talked about in the solo play. It gets a thumbs up for me. I enjoy it. It's casual, it's relaxing, it's fun. It's a wonderful world. Go pick it up.